name is Stacy Clubb. I'm the owner of Underdog Wellness. I teach yoga, Pilates, and just healthy lifestyle. And what I wanted to show you today was a little tip or trick that you could do for the Pilates roll-up. A lot of times if our abdominals are not strong enough, it can be a really challenging exercise to do. What it looks like is this, if you're unfamiliar, as you lay down on your back, your feet are flexed, your fingertips reach up to the ceiling, but your shoulders are plugged into the mat, so you can't fling or use your shoulders to get up. A lot of people will do that, especially if their abdominals are weak. So what it should look like is your shoulders are plugged in, you lift your head up to kind of look through your arms like they're a window, dig your heels into the floor, and you use your abdominals to roll yourself up, keeping your shoulders on your back. You fold forward. Your rib cage stays on top of your hip bone. Your shoulders stay plugged in, and you get a nice stretch through the back of the body. Feet are still flexed. When you roll yourself down, you dig your heels into the floor. You keep those shoulders on the back. You keep the belly scooping, and you have a lot of control as you roll down. And then finally, you're back down. What I see when I teach in class a lot of times for people who have weak abdominals are a couple of things. One is that they fling themselves up and their feet come off the ground. Or they put their shoulders in front of their body and they try to peel up from there, which to a lot of us feels, we did it slow, it had control, we feel like we really have the exercise. But if you look, you pulled your shoulders forward and you're not really using your abdominals quite as much as you're kind of using extra weight to get up. This also trick that I'm going to show you is really good for anyone who is maybe very well endowed up top. Gentlemen who have really big muscles and have really thin legs and small hips. The same thing with a woman who maybe has a little bit going on up top but is really thin and slim down below their hips and their legs. So if you're top heavy, and sometimes it's hard to get up. The abs can't balance it out. Also, if you happen to have a big sway back, you used to be a gymnast, and I have students who say, yeah, I have a big booty. But whatever you might have in your body that kind of adds to this exercise becoming difficult, here's a great little tip for you. What you do is you take a yoga mat. I've got it kind of folded where it's flattened a little bit. You can do it on the full roll. That can be a little bit too much for people, so sometimes you want to unroll it just a little bit so that it's not that big. But what you do is you put that in your low back and your lumbar spine, so it gives you something to push against. So you have your flexed feet again, your legs hugged together, you hug that midline, your powerhouse, your abdominals are pulled in, fingertips to the ceiling, your shoulders plug in, and what will happen is it gives your back something to press into that allows you to roll up fairly effortlessly as you go into that exercise, and then you roll back down. And it really helps out a lot of people. It gives them confidence, and it's a great way to feel what the exercise is supposed to feel like and get yourself up there and practice the control. Over time, what I tell my students is not to use it as a crutch, that eventually you want to start to maybe make that a little smaller. So maybe you would unroll that and you would have a little bit smaller of a piece and a little bit smaller to eventually your abdominals strengthen, and hopefully at some point you don't need that little prop. So I hope this helps you if you do the roll-up, or if it's something that you've struggled with. And just let me know. Write something in the comments below and let me know if it helped you. Thanks for watching. Bye.